Look here, folks. The man ain't called God for nothing. You see those abs of steel? What's up, hello hanging fruit? It's your boy, DISCALIMER, aka House DC. And today, I am trying to talk to you all about the smartest anime character ever. That's right, I just said that. God Usopp. Now, sure as shit as Luffy is the king of shonen, sure as shit Usopp is the smartest anime character to ever live. That's right, I'm literally here to talk about the feats of the smartest coward to ever grace a television or computer screen. King of snipers, the Soge King himself, God Usopp. So let's just jump right into it. So right off the bat, a lot of people just dismiss Usopp because of his cowardice. Not only his cowardice, but also he whines at every hardship that he comes across in every single situation. Personally, I love it when people bring this up. It's literally the easiest thing to debunk about Usopp. Will I mention the thousands of times in One Piece Usopp has literally stared death in the face and backhanded it with his carriage? No. That'd be too easy. I'm actually going to debunk it using the very first fact that we learn about Usopp and his most useful ability to this day, and that's lying. Usopp has conned his way in and out of every situation possibly imaginable in this goddamn universe that you literally need a man like Usopp on your team if you're going to hit these seas. Whether you, the crew, or even Usopp himself knows it, everybody needs an Usopp. Case in point, Usopp has pulled the longest con, not just on his friends, not just on the audience, but also himself. Time after time after time after time after time after time. We have not only seen Usopp rush to the aids of his friends and anyone in need, but we are actually still convinced that he's scared of dying at any point. Nobody that scared of death knocks on its door as many times as we have seen Usopp done. But to be honest, that's more so about his bravery. I'm more so talking about his smarts to actually keep this whole facade going for as long as he has. And he does this basically so he can make sure his enemies underestimate him so he can get the drop on them, as we've seen Usopp do time after time again in the show. Whether it be faking an injury to make his enemy drop their guard, or whether it be running away from the whole fight to isolate one enemy, or of course using his own body as bait to draw in an enemy. Usopp has literally done it all and always gets his W's at the end. Literally the only person I can think of right now who's bested Usopp straight up was somebody who's actually a better liar than him. That guy. But you have to remember, all of this lying, all of this facade is done to hide Usopp's true motivation. The true motivation of taking down anybody who dares hurt his friends, or of course, the king. The final piece to the proof of this pie is literally simple and undeniable. After the 2-year time skip where he went from round as a bowl to on swole, he made it 100% clear to Nami that he was no longer the coward that they all knew before, but he was the braver version of himself that he always wanted to be, a man of the seas. And then what did he do? He turned around and continued to be the same Usopp we knew and loved, just with newer gadgets. Or that's what he wants you to think. You see, what Usopp was really telling us, the audience, and even Nami, was that he himself was no longer buying into his own con, but instead will be using his con to its fullest advantages now that he no longer believes it. A lot of you still aren't on board. Well, what does this look like exactly? Let's see some examples. Taking down hundreds of fishermen in the comeback arc, when literally back in the day he could barely take down one pufferfish. Unlocking his observation haki in the middle of the revolution, single-handedly changing the tide of the War of Dressrosa in the revolution's favor, inspiring war-torn samurais to live for one another instead of dying in the name of honor. These are pretty much the makings of a main character I'm describing here, folks. Now the other half of Usopp's smarts lies in his battle prowess. Now, just to remind you, Usopp has no devil fruit powers and limited haki usage from what we've seen thus far, but still manages to come out on top, whether that be by either winning crucial battles in any arc or even inspiring the right people at the right time. Usopp does not miss, literally and figuratively. You ever seen someone get knocked out without even being touched? I have. Do you remember he beat Perona whilst not only not touching her, but also using fake bugs, sticky glue, and a blow-up hammer? And please don't come to me talking about Perona's weak. She has one of the most OP powers in One Piece, and she had a room full of strong zombies at her side when she was fighting Usopp by himself. Literally any other Straw Hat, including the king, would have lost to Perona. Remember Puckerfish Boy Chew? Literally a fisherman who is 10 times stronger than any human, let alone Usopp pre-time skip. And what happened? Usopp bought some eggs and a rubber band to a fight and lit him up. Come on, son. Only the smartest person in anime can achieve something like that. This is main character shit I'm talking about here, folks. I can't make this up. Only the smartest man in the world can go into a fight with someone 10 times stronger than them with some raw eggs, a hammer, and a rubber band and come out on top. Remember Sugar from the Dressrosa arc? I don't know what type of badass she's been all her life, but clearly in her 9 to 10 years of living, nothing has scared her, made her jump, made her wince, nothing until Usopp came along and did the scariest face in the world. And I know what you're thinking, Usopp didn't make that face on purpose. He was getting his ass whooped by old Gluey boy over there. And then I think Sugar put the Tabasco star in his mouth. Obviously just another smart tactic laid down by the smartest anime character of all time. All I can tell you is it got the trick done. He did it a second time, and he literally is the reason that the revolution overcame in the Dressrosa arc. But really though, I say all this to make it 100% clear that Usopp not only has the brains, but he has the tools and the know-how to solve any and every problem placed in front of him. So please, debate me. Please, prove me wrong. Because I guarantee you can't. Usopp is not only the smartest character in One Piece, he is the smartest character in anime history. At this point, I already know those Twitter fingers are ready to start shooting, so you can find my handle name for IG and Twitter in the description below at IBFamousWDS. Also, skip the middleman. Hit me up in the comment sections below. Like the video if you mad about it. Let me know your feelings about it. Debate me. It all helps. So make sure you like, comment, and all that stuff. Subscribe for more content like this. He's the best. I don't know what to tell you. He's God Usopp for a reason.